Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to talk about the attribute and the image tag. So these are two completely different things. However, they're both extremely important, and you'll be using them quite a bit. So a lot of tags you won't be using attributes for, but a lot you also will. So it's really important to learn what this means. So you might be saying, what the heck is an attribute? Well, first let me start with a tag. You know what a tag is. This is a tag, 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 this is a tag. So you've got tags down. But what if you wanted to specify even more things about these? So we've got li, right? What if we wanted to say that li color is green, right? We could set cookies to green, or we could set juice's font to 20, or we could set crackers to be italicized. That's where these attributes come in handy. For most things, you'll actually be using CSS for attributes, but that's all right, because right now we're just focusing on specific ones. So in UL and LI, you won't be using attributes in HTML. Once again, you'll be using that in CSS, so we're going to ignore that. But there are certain tags that you will be using them for. For example, the image tag. So to explain this, let's go ahead and delete all this, right? So now we deleted both of our lists, our unordered list and our ordered list, and we just have a blank body, which is great. We want to fill that with content. So where do we start? Well, let's start with an image tag. The way you write an image tag is img. Simple enough, right? Now you may be saying, oh, I know how to close this. I just do this / image. But that's not quite, and there's a reason for that. This is where attributes come in. For image tag, you don't actually need the closing tag right here. You can actually just write image tag like this. However, you should do a space and a /. That signifies that this tag both opens and closes in the same exact tag, if that makes sense. Now the reason for that is because we're not going to be filling this image tag with content. For example, notice in the title tag, we have my website. But in the image tag, we're not going to be displaying any text, we're going to be displaying a picture. So how do we tell this image tag where this image is located? Well, first let me show you what image we're using. If I go to my desktop and I go to my website, you'll see I have a picture called dog.jpg. So I'm going to click on this to show you. This is the picture we're going to be putting on our website. Pretty great. I feel like this is the only picture I would put on my website. So I'm going to close it, and we're going to take a bit of a more longer look. So inside our image tag, we need to say where dog.jpg is located. And that's by using the source attribute. Once again, an attribute tells more information about the tag. So to do that, we type src equals blank. So what we're going to do is we are going to say where dog.jpg is located. So it's really simple. We just type dog.jpg. Okay, simple as that. You may be wondering, but dog.jpg isn't located there. It's located at, like C, users, me, desktop, website, dog.jpg. But that's not actually true. Whenever you're using the source tag, what HTML does is it looks in the location where the actual file is. So to explain that, notice how index.html is in the same exact folder as dog.jpg. Because of that, we can specify that dog.jpg is right here, rather than saying C, users, desktop, whatever. So let's go ahead and save this and look at our website. See, this is the old one with all our unordered lists and boring stuff like that. Let's reload it, and now we have this nice dog on top of our website, which is great. Alright, but what if this happened? When you go start creating more extensive websites, you'll be using folders. And you know what a folder is, obviously. I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to name this images. When your websites start getting really big, you're going to have a bunch of folders for different things. For example, you'll have one folder for images. So I just created an images folder, and I'm going to drop dog.jpg inside that. Now what happens if we reload our page? You'll notice that it doesn't show anything because it can't find the picture. So how do we tell HTML that our dog picture is located inside this images folder? Well, it's actually a lot easier than you might think. Let's go ahead and delete the source, and let's type images /. What this basically says is that we're talking about something inside our images folder. That's what the / means. So where do we want to go? We want to go to dog.jpg inside our images folder. So let's type dog.jpg. Alright, and let's reload the page. And you'll see that the dog came right back up because we went inside the images folder and then we went to dog.jpg. Now here is the most common misconception about images. Most people accidentally leave out the extension, so they'll just put images / whatever your picture name is. You'll see that this doesn't work either. You need to tell HTML exactly where your image is. So if this is dog.jpg, we want to refer to dog.jpg. Let's say this was dog.ping. We change it like this. Then we have to refer to dog.ping. And there you go. So that just goes to show how attributes work, which are basically just even more specific things about your tag, which are made by typing the attribute is equal to, and then whatever you're talking about. So that's the image tag. Now you know how to insert images into your website, and that's basically it for images. But for now, that is it for this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.